Today we will solve another problems. Today we will solve another problem. So, and also one thing you have to observe it in the syllabus of cantilevers they included deflections also. Deflections of any point, deflections of any chosen point. You have to calculate the deflections. Deflections of proper cantilevers also. That's why I am explaining the deflection methods also. Okay. Next we will calculate the deflections of any point also, but I given an overview now. So later I will explain the deflections. So first I will see another problem where is not a problem, a common problem. Common problem, simply supported, there is no. So I am explaining once again the deflections and slopes chapter. Deflections and slopes chapter, again, once again area moment method. Okay, if you see, if you applied, it's a simply supported beam. If you applied a moment like this, how will it deflect? It will deflect like, see, it will deflect like this is theta B, this is theta A. Okay, so this compulsory we know it's theta B is greater than theta A because the load applied it. So, okay, moment applied. See, just imagine that the moment applied like this, it will deflect like this. Automatically theta B is greater than theta A. How can you calculate theta A and theta B? It's just a solvable. This is not indeterminate beam. It is a determinate beam. How can you solve and how can you find out the deflections? If you go through the area moment method, theta A minus theta B is equal to the area of bending moment diagram. See, curvature. Area of the curvature diagram. Okay. So, but again we don't know. So it has two equations. Theta A and theta B, two unknowns. We have one equation. And if you go through the deflections, we have to find out the deflection. Where it get maximum deflection? It get maximum deflection somewhere here. Where is that? We don't know once again. Na? Where it is. If you reduce this equation to one unknown. If you want to reduce this one unknown, we have to find out where the maximum deflection is. Because if we get the maximum deflection point, it has a zero slope. Maximum deflection, it has a zero slope. So then only we can write it theta A minus theta B or 0 minus theta B equation. But where we get the maximum deflection, we don't know. Have you know? If you know it, you just write out just draw bending moment diagram and curvature diagram. Then we can get the area between those 2 points only. But we don't know where it is get maximum deflection. So how can we solve it? How can you find out theta A and theta B? If you go through Macaulay method or something, another method, double integration method, those are the preferable. So, see, some methods are suitable for some structures, some forces, some application of forces. Some methods are not easy to find out those unknown quantities. Are understood? So, I will solve by this a conjugate beam method. What is conjugate beam method? Conjugate beam method. So why it is I choose conjugate beam method? It is also easy. I think you know it. They are discussed in slopes and deflection chapter. So now what is the conjugate beam method? So just take if it is a fixed support, just a free end. So free end, change it to fixed support. So roller, it is a hinge, roller, change the supports. It is a conjugate beam. Okay, and also at the conjugate beam we have to place the bending moment curvature diagram as a load on that beam. That is the na. So first we have to find out the moment diagram. So first we have to find out the moment diagram. See it. So what is the shear force? At so RB RA na. So just write it. Find out the shear force. It is a determinate beam. So okay, RB into L. So plus M is equal to 0. So RB is equal to minus M by L. Minus M by L. Are understood? So compulsory the direction is we have to change it. So RB is minus M by L. So automatically RA is M by L, same direction, because there is no vertical load. So directly you can write it as shear force diagram. Shear force diagram. It is a M by L. It is M by L. That is the shear force diagram. It is a shear span where shear force is constant. We will call it as a shear span. So now also you can observe change in shear force is equal to load. So there is no change in shear force. No? So that means there is no load at all. There is no load at all. See, there is no load at all on the beam. These are the observations. You can get it. Okay. So now I try to bending moment diagram. So what is the bending moment diagram? Bending moment diagram is at this B location we have M. That is M. M na? Directly. No need to calculate it. M, and at A is 0. It's just a hinge joint. But it is a concentrated moment. This is a concentrated moment. Concentrated moment. Okay. At B also just as a hinge joint. So there is no moment, bending moment. But it has this concentrated moment. So are understood? So this is M and this is 0. That's it. There is a bending moment diagram. So if you write down by EA, it will be curvature dia. Okay, M by EA is 1 by R. It's a curvature, change in slope. Curvature is change in slope. Now conjugate beam. I try to draw a conjugate beam. So conjugate beam. So hinge is roller, roller is hinge. That's it, na? Hinge is roller, roller is hinge. And I try to. So the load on the conjugate beam is the curvature dia. Okay, so it's just a curvature dia. Curvature dia. M by EI per meter. That is a load. So if you want, are you remember the theorem? If you want slope at any point is equal to shear force at that point on the conjugate beam. That is the theorem now. If you want a slope at any point, just find out the shear force at that point on the conjugate beam. That's enough. And also deflection. If you want deflection at any point is equal to the bending moment at that point on the conjugate beam. That's it. Now? Those are the two theorems for the conjugate beam. So just I want slopes. I want slope at theta B. I want slope at theta A. That's it. Now. So just to find out the rear force at B, shear force so at A, then you can easily find out the slopes. Are understood? Just find out it. So what is the load? So total load is M by EI into L, just off because triangle. Okay, that is the total load. So on moment, see it is hinge joint. So moment at A equal to 0. Moment, not a bending moment. Moment at B also 0. No problem. So try to take an equation. MA is equal to 0. RB into L. That is 1. Next load, gravitational load. So gravitational load is acting like this. Moment. RB is moment like this. So what is that? MA into B L of, it acts at where? It's acted at this distance is L by 3. This 2L by 3. Antana triangle load. So we have to take it. We are taking it moment at A equal to 0. So this load into 2L by 3 equal to 0. Then what is RA? RB. So what is L? LL cancel. LL cancel. 2 cancel. ML by 3A. That's it. Is equal to the slope at B. Slope at B. So that is theta B is ml by 3I. That's it. So now also I want to find out the slope at B. Slope at A, RA. What is RA? So RA plus RB is total load. RA plus RB is ml by 2EI, total load. So what is RA? ml by 2EI minus ml by 3EI. So what is the value? ml by 6EI. See this is ml by 6EI. That is the slope. See, those are the two different quantities. And also you know theta B is greater. See, it is ml by 3EI. So that's it. That's it. Those are the important, very, very important, because based on slope deflection method, moment distribution method, all are depend on this statement. So this statement, if you see, what is that statement? If you apply a moment, concentrated moment at a joint, any joint on a simply supported beam, at the joint application of the at the joint where the application of the moment is acting, it will get a slope of ml by 3a. Opposite side, on the other side, it will have 6a by a. So off slope, just off na. So theta b is theta a by 2, just off. So now also this is a best statement. This is a best statement you have to remember. And also yesterday class also I gave one statement. What is that statement? Also yesterday statement also I gave one statement. Bigger statement. What is that statement? What is that statement? Where it is? Where it is? No, not in extra class. First class I think. First class. Where I gave statement. So where is give statement? This. See, this is also important statement. If m moment is applied at one end of the free end, half of the moment is transferred to the other end, and also in the same direction. These two statements are important, or those are the basics for the analyzing the beam by slope deflection moment distribution method. So you have to remember it. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. Where it is now? Okay, that's it now. This is a where today class? No. Where is the today class? Okay, that's it. So that's it now. So if you find out those two slopes, that's it. And also if you want to find any point, if you want a slope, if you want to find out any point of deflection, we don't know any deflection, but just find out the deflection. This point, just find out the moment, bending moment at that point. You will get the slope at that point. Okay, so easily, so you can find out easily where the moment is maximum. Find out that moment is maximum, that is the maximum slope. Are understood? Just this is a simply supported beam, just analyze it. Try to draw moment diagram, bending moment diagram, and also you will see where the bending moment is maximum. So that is the point where the slope is maximum, where the slope is a real. It is a conjugate beam. See, it is a conjugate beam, not a real beam. In a conjugate beam, shear force is equal to the slope in the original beam. In the conjugate beam, slope bending moment is equal to the slope deflection of the real beam. So just solve it and find out where the bending moment is maximum and what is that bending moment that is equal to the slope. See, that is equal to the deflection of in the real beam. So that is one assignment. Your assignment. You already solved this type of beams in a simply supported. So varying load. Already yesterday also I solved it varying load. So like solve it. Assignment. Find out where the maximum deflection will occur. Maximum deflection will occur, and what is the maximum deflection in a real beam, not a conjugate real beam. So you can check it by simply supported. See, you can check it as an original beam. Okay, that's it. That's it now. Now you will see later previous yesterday we solved so many problems based on the deflection. Now those problems again I solved in a different matter based on the slope. See how can. So otherwise I will say first class now. Where is first class? Where is first class? So see, based on the deflection and based on the slope. So now I will solve those based on the slope. How can? How? So I already said there is no one method to solve any. These are mathematical, just mathematics. So by go through by one way or another way, which one is your comfortable, take it. So once again I will solve it. See, first problem. So take in this problem. This is a problem. Problem. We already know what is the bending moment at here. So okay, what is the bending moment here? What is the reaction here? Already know. We solve it. Okay. Otherwise, go through the first topic. So this is the first problem. We solve it now based on this topic. Finally, what is moment? It is WL square by 8. Already know, no? It is WL square by 8 is 3WL by 4, 8. How can we solve? See now. See now. So take, it is a simply supported beam. A load is applied. A load is applied. So what will get? A load is applied. What will get? It has some theta A and it has some theta B. Both are equal, you know it. See, it is a simply supported beam. Later what happened? Later what happened? It has a fixity here. Fixity at A. By the application of the fixity, the slope will eliminate it. Are understood now? Later, if you are joined a fixity at the joint A, the slope is eliminated. You already know what is the slope here. It is a determinate beam now. What is the slope here? What is the slope here? WL cube by 24A. You already know these are the slope. WA and WB is equal to WL cube by 24A. You already know it. This is a determinate beam. Okay. So we solve it as a proper cantilever. One extra equation we required. That is just maintain your mind. We just required one extra equation because it has a 4 reactions. We know only 3 universal laws. So we need extra 1 equations. To get that one extra equation, so many methods are there. So strain energy based on the deflection, based on the slope, something you can get anywhere. So I already solved it by the deflection. Now we will solve by the slope. See it. Okay. Now see it is. Now see, same beam. I applied a moment this direction. So this direction means it will get like this. Okay. Solve it. So this is a mag zone. This is a mag zone. I applied some M moment on opposite direction. I applied a moment on opposite direction. So it will give same theta. So then only what is happening? This theta is both in opposite direction. So it will get nullified 0. So that is the meaning. That is the meaning. So first it is a simply supported beam. By the load it gets some theta. By the arrangement of fixity, by the presence of the fixity, the slope is nullified because you know it. So it will deflection diagram is, it will happen like this now. This slope is 0. So I said that same, the fixity, by the fixity some bending moment is arised. By the moment is arised, the slope will get 0. So that fixed moment is M. I call it as a fixed moment is M. By the application of that moment, the slope will get minimum. So slope not a minimum, slope is eliminated. So same, by the application of the moment, the slope generated is as it is exactly equal to the previous. Then only it will be 0. Okay. So if you know it, so see it. If you know it, if you applied M at the joint, so what is the slope at here? We already just now ML by 3A. ML by 3A. If you applied a moment at simply supported on a joint, the slope at the joint is ML by 3A. So opposite side ML by 6A. So no need. So okay, so ml by 3a, the slope is what? WL cube by 24a. Both are equal, both are equal. Just see it. What is m? What is m? EA cancel, 3 8. W L L square, WL square by 8. That's it, na? That's it. Just now see what is it? W. What is W? So what is W? WL square by 8. We get, na? So at that deflection chapter, we first find out that reaction. We call it as that reaction is a redundant reaction. Now based on the slope, we call it as that moment is redundant because there's a 4. Which one is redundant? No, anyone is redundant. Those are the 4. We have only 3 equations. Some one is a redundant. You can call it as which one is redundant. Anything is redundant. So okay. So that's it. That's it. Now it's end. If you know this m is 3 WL square by 8, you can easily find out same slope, same direction. By this direction, we can get its opposite. So this is WL square by 8. If you know that is WL square by 8, remaining is simple. So if it is RB, already we got one extra. That's it. See, it is RB into L minus W into L by 2. In the same direction, WL square by 8 equal to 0. So what is W? RB into L, WL square by 2, WL square by 8. So 8, 4 ja. So this is 1. Okay, this is 1. What will get? 3 minus 3 WL square by 8. So these are equal. These are equal. LL cancel. RB is 3W by 8. 3WL by 8. So this is 3WL by 8. This is 5WL by 8. So what is the bending moment shear force? We already drawn it. My intention is you can solve it based on the deflection, based on the slope. So for the slope, it is a main equation, main understanding. Okay, so I will solve once again. Another also. What is that? You solve that is a P. It is L by 2. It's L by 2. Okay, so that's it now. So same thing. You just feel it is. What is theta? What is theta here? It is simply supported beam. It has a middle center P load. What is the theta here? WL square by what is the value? Are you remembered or not? It is 16 here. So same thing. You feel it is. You just feel it is. If you applied a moment here, then direction, it will go by. Sorry. Theta A. So what is CML cube by C? So what is ML? ML by 3A. So see, both are equal. Then only the moment slope at A is 0. So WL square by 16A, ML by 3A. So what is M? What is M? L square. EA cancel. 3 by 16 WL. Are understood? W 3 by 16 WL. Are you? Exactly, that is 3 by 16 WL. That is the moment. Same thing, no? Same thing we get or different? See it? So moment is what? So 3PL by 16. Are understood? 3PL by 16. So now I said that it's a W. It's not W. Why not? It's a P means it's a PL square, not a W. Okay. So 3PL by 16. Get it now? So once you get it is a 3PL by 16. So you can solve it RB. You can solve it RA. No need to do again. What is that? We already solved it. Okay. That's it. And also I will do once again one other problem. So that is important. That is already we solve it. So we applied a moment like this, concentrated moment like this is also a proper cantilever. We already solved it. So based on that, what we get? If you applied M moment, it will get same direction M by 2. That's it, na? We gave statement also. So now I want to prove it by this slope method also. How can see, how can see it? If you applied a moment here, how can it is a theta b. So what is that theta b? So I call it as a concentrated moment is m dash, because this is also m na. So I call it as m dash. Okay, m dash. So what is that key? Theta b is m dash l by 3a. Theta b is m dash l by theta b. Theta a m dash l by 6a. 6a. But the slope at a is 0 na. But the slope at a is 0. So that's why moment, how, which side is arising? Which side is arising moment? Moment is arising, fixed point moment is arising to nullify the slope. So compulsory the moment will arise like this direction. So then only, so this theta a, it is some moment, we don't know. Okay, so this is a concentrated moment, we know it. So some moment is arising at a fixed end giant that nullify the theta a. So in this direction, we already know it based on the common sense. So okay, based on the common sense. So what is that? What is the theta a? ml by 3a, because their joint is applying at a. So that's theta a is 3a. So see it, both are equal. ml by 3a is equal to m dash l by 6a. So what is m? M is m dash by 2. So get it na? M dash by 2 in the same, in the direction of we assumed it. So this is m dash by 2. If you apply m at one giant, so half of that moment goes to the fixed end giant. Half of that moment goes to the fixed end giant. Are understood? That's it. So you can solve any problem. You can solve any problem. You can solve it any problem. Are understood? So also now you can solve some of the overhang giants also. You can solve it if it is there. If it is something, so something overhang is there. So what will you get? If it is something l by 2, it is a, so not l by 2. If it is 2 meters, it is a 3 meters, it is a 3 meters. Can you solve it now? Can you solve it? How can you solve it? So first you can find out the deflection at point. Deflection at this point. So deflection at this point. You can deflection at this point, and later you feel that just apply the force at R. So that R, based on that, RL cube by 3a. This RL cube by 3a is equal to the deflection at this point. You will solve it. And also you simply supported, not only simply supported, see, not only fixed point, concentrated load, and if you also simply support, so uniformly varying load also. Just find out the deflection at any point. So how can you find out the deflection at any point? That's it. I explained na. Choose any method. Double integration method, area amendment method, or any method. Choose any one of the method. Find out the deflection at this point, at this location. So that deflection is equal to balanced by the opposite direction, RL cube by 3a. So then you find out the R and you will solve it. No problem, na? So no problem. I will solve one or two examples. So okay. So this is the, based on this is the total propped cantilevers, means seeds. Our syllabus is propped cantilevers. Propping means we will get 4 external reactions. We have only 3. So we need one extra equation. That how can we find out the one extra equation? Based on the deflection or based on the slope. So how can you find out the deflection slopes? Based on the area moment method, double integration method, Macaulay method, or anything. You choose it. Based on that you get slope and deflection. Based on that slope and deflection, these are the external reactions, or in redundant reactions are balanced those. In this place, It balances the deflection at this location. In this place, the fixed T balances the slope. The fixed T balances the slope at that location. So you will match those and you will get one extra equation. That is the whole theorem. Just I explained in within 2 minutes. That is the whole concept of the propped cantilevers. Just one extra equation we are required. So to get that one extra equation, we did so many tricks. That trick, the trick. Okay. So that's it. Now I will solve the problem. So in this problem, I see it not only solved the propped cantilever, you also calculated the deflections of any point. Okay, so see it. I will solve one problem. I will took one problem. These are the nights. Now I will took the numericals. No need to use P or T. Okay, say it is a 10 kilonewtons. 10 kilonewtons. 2 meters. This is a 3 meters. Otherwise, if you need 5 okay, that's it. Okay, so 3 meters. So now also I will include a propping. Solve it. This is A, B and C. Solve it or analyze it, and also find the deflection at the point C. That is the question. Deflection at this point C in terms of EI. He didn't give any EI. If he given EI, just do it EI also. Okay, solve it. Na? Can you solve it? So now we will solve it. No need to remember formulas. If you remember formulas, do it. Otherwise, I don't encourage any formula. So first I will solve this method. I will solve this by a deflection. So how can we solve? I don't encourage remember any formulas. I just explain those are the just to understand the concept. No need to remember those formulas, those deflections. But some of the deflections are just remembered it. Those are available in textbook now. No need to remember. So just you have to understood. That's it. My intention is to understood. So based on that, this is 2, this is 3. So this is going to be a deflection like this. Okay. So the deflection. So what is the deflection? So you can easily calculate. How can you calculate? So I will draw like this. I will draw to for understanding. So this is deflection and you want to find out this deflection at this location P. So I already said that this is theta. What is the deflection here? This is deflection. What is that? WL cube by 3A. Okay, that is okay. So I no need to use every time is the W3. So no. So now I will directly write it. So okay, 2. So what is W? It is a 10. I won't write again and again W something. No, W10 L cube by 3A. This is the deflection and slope is what? The slope. You see it is. This is also same thing. Are understood? The slope. What is the slope? 10 2 square by 2EI. Okay, slope. This is the slope. This is a 3 meters. So if you see, this deflection is equal to this deflection. What is the distance? These are the two, na? This one and this 2. So total deflection at B is this value, and this value. This value is this. What is its value? Slope into distance. So okay, I already said it's a distance, it's the slope. What is its value? R theta. Because sir, how can it sir? So because slope is very small, you can't understand. So if you have slope is very small, the arc length is L into theta. Okay, so that's it. That is the circular. So okay, so slope into theta 3. So that is the deflection. What is the deflection? The deflection is 86.67 divided by EA. So now I feel that the deflection at B is 0 by the application of the redundant force. By the application of the redundant force RB, it will go like this. Okay, so that is RB L cube. L means what? 5, na? L means total length is 5. 5 cube by 3a. So these both are equal. Then only deflection at B is 0. That is, na? So just is RB 5 cube by 3a is equal to 86.67 EI. So what is RB? What is RB? RB is 2.08 kilonewtons. So RP is 2.08. So that's it. This is 0.028. So automatically what is its value? This value is, this is 2 na. So what is this value? Total is 10. Total 10 na. If it is 2, what is that value? 7.92. So once you got one extra equation, one extra redundant, then easily got remaining. This is 7.92. What is the value of this moment? What is the value of moment? Just write the moment. Moment. So I will take a moment at 0, not a bending moment. Moment at A equals 0. So what is that? See, it is 2.08 into 5. That's not 2.08 into 5. So this will go like this direction. This will go by this direction. So 10 minus 10 into 2. 10 into 2 na? And also this m also in the same direction we assume. So m is equal to 0. So what is m? What is m? So what is m? 13 points. Where is the calci? Just do it, calci. 20 minus. .08 into 5 minus 20. What is that? 9.6. 9.6 na? 9.6. That is 9.6 kilonewton meter. That's it. That's it. It's over. Now you have to draw shear force and bending moment diagrams. Shear force and bending moment diagrams. Can you draw? So I will draw. I will show you. So at the shear force is what is 2.08. This is 2.08. Okay. So up to C point there is no shear force. There is no shear force. But at this sudden concentrated shear for concentrated load 10. That is this is 0.02. This is 7.98. So this point is 7.98. That's a shear force. No need to mention positive negative. That is your understanding. That is your understanding. And also draw a bending moment diagram. I will draw at here. No need to go. So see it at this location B 0. So goes down. It is increasing. It increasing. See it is. And we have to find out at a maximum value is C. So what is the bending moment at C? So just RB into. So RB into 3. What is RB? 0.8 into 3. What is the value? 2.08 into 3. 6.24. 6.24 kilonewton meter. So see it is a varying straight line. So just it is 3 meters. So it is 6.24 kilonewton meter varying. So and if you observe it, so now it will be decreasing. Now it will be decreasing at its 9.6. It reaching to 9.6. Understood? Now it will. It is 9.6. 9 point. What is that value? 9.6. It will reach to 9.6. This is 6.24. This is 9.6. Understood? This is a bending moment diagram. No need a plus or negative sign. So one is concave, one is convex. So you will choose whichever positive, whichever negative. That's it, na? This is a shear force. That's a bending moment. This is a maximum value. No, this is not a maximum. Maximum value happened at this location. So I will write neatly. This is 6, this is 9 na? This is 9.6. Okay, this is 9.6. That's it na? Shear force and bending moment diagram you can write. You can draw anything. And he also asking, find out the deflection at the point of C. Find out the deflection at the point C. He just asked the deflection at point C. Maybe if I am in situation, I am asking what is the deflection at C. So you can also draw a deflection diagram. What is the deflection diagram? So it will go by this slope 0 and will go by this, and now turning it, and it will go like this. This is theta B, and this is the curvature changing point. Where is the curvature changing point? This is the curvature changing point. Okay, so that's it. And also maximum deflection point is at the location of the point load, at the application of the point load. So that's it. This is the application of the point load. Maximum deflection will happen. So this is the point of curvature changes. Okay, now I am asking what is the slope? What is the slope at this location? What is the deflection at this location? I'm asking now. So how can you calculate it? So you can calculate it by area moment method, conjugate beam method, anything. Just if you want to fix that conjugate beam method, it is too difficult, because if you fix that conjugate beam method, again it will come like a redundant beam. Okay, I understood. It's a conjugate beam. It is also a beam. It will come again. It is a redundant structure. You can't solve it. You can't find out the reactions. So no chance to calculate no chance to do by conjugate beam method. So only one method is available, that is area moment method. Because if you see, it is fixed end is free end is fixed end. Just you applied a free end to fixed end, again it will become as a conjugate beam, also a redundant beam. You can't solve, you can't find out the reactions, you can't find out the reaction also. But area moment method is very suitable. So what he asking? He asked to find out the deflection at C point. This is the C point, no? So deflection at this C point, where it is? Deflection at this point, deflection. So okay, I will choose. Yesterday I already discussed how can. So find out the deflection. You have to choose another point. I choose A. So because why? It has zero slope. Then now if you have to draw a tangent, it will go through this. So the moment, it's not a moment. The moment of the curvature diagram. The moment of this is a curvature diagram. You also don't know. This is a curvature. The moment of the curvature diagram with respect to the point C will give the deflection of the point C. Because you draw a tangent like this, it will pass through this. So that's it, you will get it. Okay, so now see it. This is a moment. Moment divided by EA will give curvature diagram. So I wanted to find out the deflection at point C. So directly, what will go? The moment of these diagrams, with respect to point C will give deflection. Okay, that's it. And also see it is, one is positive, one is negative. One is positive, one is negative. Now, which one is positive, which one is negative? No need to fear. But take one thing positive, other is negative. You choose it. This is taken a negative, this is taken a positive. No problem at all. One is positive, one is negative. You already know. Take anything. So if you want to find out the moment of this area and this area, first find out this value where the bending moment is 0. Yesterday we solved it now. So to draw a bending moment at the equation at somewhere location here, and you get a where the bending moment is 0. So you can write it. Just write it. Bending moment equation is RB into X. Somewhere this is X. I call it as this is X. RB into X. Understood? RB into X minus 10 into X minus 3, because this 3 na equal to 0. That's it na. So what is that? RB into X is equal to 10X minus 10 10 minus 30, 10x minus 30. Okay, 10x minus 30. So RB is what? RB is 2.08. So x is equal to 10x minus 30. So what is that value? 10x minus 2, 10 minus 2.08. What is the value? This is 7.92x is equal to 30. What is x? 30 divided by answer. It's 3.78. So 3.x is 3.78. The moment is 0. So this is 3.78 means what is this? This is 3. Already we know this is 3. So what is this value? 0.78. If it is 0.78, what is this value? 2 minus 0.8. 2 minus 0.78. What is that value? It's 1.12. Understood? Otherwise, if you have a common sense, sense na? Do you have common sense? Sir, everyone has common sense. These two are similar triangles, na? See, this one, these two are similar triangles. So you can buy mathematics. Sir, how can? Just do it. See, it is. These are the two similar triangles. Right? Okay. These are. Okay. Strucking somewhere, but okay, I will write it. These are similar triangles, na? See, it is 6.24 in this section. This is in this value. This is what is the value? This is 9.6. Similar triangles. This location divided by this location, and this distance divided by this distance. Total is 2. You already know. This is 2. This is 2. So I call it as something. This is x. So remaining is what? Remaining portion is 2 minus x. Similar triangles. 6th class. 6th class. So 6.24 divided by 9.6. Okay. So and again see, it is. This is x divided by 2 minus x. So what is x? What is x? Then only you will get 0.78. Then only you will get 0.78. No problem at all. So no need to. See, it is no need to find out. No need to find out the by the based on the bending moment diagram only. So you can easily get it by the similar triangles also. Similar triangles also. I am asking, this is 9.6 or not? This is 9.6, na? 10 into 2. 10 into 2. RB is what? 2.08. It's okay. Once again, I will check it. 0.8 into 5 minus 10 into 20. It's 9.6. Okay. Something there in textbook or something. Something they missed it. Okay, no problem. So okay, na? These are the correct value. That's it. If you got this x is 0.8, 0.88, this is 1.22. So now I will find out the deflection at this point. So deflection at this point C is what is? So curvature diagram. So moment of the curvature diagram with respect to the point C, because if I choose another point A here. So I draw a tangent, it will go past to this. So you will get the moment of the area diagram will give deflection at C only. If I choose this point, if I choose this point is another point, it won't give, because the tangent it will come like this. It will give this value only. So you will get confused. Okay, that's why I choose this point. That's why I choose that point. Are understood? So that's it. So that's it, na? So write it. Delta C is what? Delta C is what? How can I write it? So moment. So moment. See, moment. First I will choose this side. This okay. This triangle. So what is that area? 9.6 into 1.22. So off na. That is area, and also moment. Moment na. So this total area acting at where plus? It acting at this point. So this is what? This distance is what? 1.22 by 1 by 3. 1 by 3 na? This is 1 by 3 acting. So we want this distance. This is total is 2. 2 minus 1.22 by 3. That is, this is a negative. So one is positive, one is negative. Negative. So that's it. And next positive, this area. What is that area? 6.24 into distance is what? 0.78 into half. That is the total load. So and where it is acting? It is acting here. So what is that value? 0.78 into by 3. 0.78 in this distance. This distance now? Are understood? This distance is 0.73. That's it. So and also this is a, see it is, this is not a moment diagram. This is a what? A curvature diagram. We missed some EI. We missed EI. So just do it. Do it and paste the value. Do it and paste the value. Just a multiplication. Just a multiplication. Na? Just a multiplication. That's it. You will get the value. Now I am asking. What is the deflection at this point? Theta b. What is the deflection at this point? Theta b. What is the deflection? So you can find out the deflection based on the same area moment method. How? The change in the deflection at 2 points is equal to the area of the bending moment diagram, area of the curvature diagram. So if you want to choose another 2 points, compulsory the change in curvature between any 2 points. If you choose the another point which has a zero slope, see it is which has a zero slope, then it is easy. So we have to find out where it has a zero slope. Zero slope is A has zero slope. Okay. And also zero slope will get at where maximum deflection is happening. Where the maximum deflection is happening, then on at that point also has a zero slope, because see it is, if it is something like it here, if it is a maximum slope, maximum point, if you draw a tangent like this, it has a slope. Every point has a slope. At this point it's turning. Na? It will reach the maximum point, maximum minimum theory you already know. So if you maximum value, differentiation of that point is 0, because there is no slope at all. If any point is reaching maximum or minimum, so maximum or minimum, so at that point is there is no slope. That's why differentiation is equal to 0. Differentiation and slope are equal. In fluid mechanics, something, anything, you just observe it. What is meant by differentiation? Differentiation means change in that particle position. So where is the maximum deflection happen in this system? So most of the systems where the concentrated load is happening, that is the point of has maximum deflection. Okay. If you go through with if you go by the uniformly distributed load, you can't say. If you go through by uniformly distributed load, you can't say where it is. But if you apply concentrated load, the maximum deflection will occur at the location of the concentrated load. So you know it. At this point C has zero slope. Point C has zero slope. So now I choose. I want to find theta B. I choose theta C. Theta C is equal to what? Is equal to area of the diagram, area of the curvature diagram. Understood? Area of the curvature diagram. What is that curvature diagram? Just area. So what is that area? 6.24 into 3 is half. That's it, na? 6.4 into 3 divided by EI. And also I said theta C is 0 because it has a maximum slope. So that's it. That is theta B. So no need to find out the negative sign, positive sign. Negative means one side, or opposite means we go through by. This is a anti-clockwise, na? Theta B is come anti-clockwise. That will give negative sign. Someone said like this. No need to figure out. Okay. No need to figure out. So that's it. Theta B is. So that is the value. 6.24 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. What is? It is a 9.36 EI. Sir, what is that value of theta? 30 degrees, 40 degrees. This is comes in radians. Comes into radians. You have to change in a degree. Everything it will comes into radians. So no need to fix it. It will come meters. But this will come in say angle isn't come into radians. Don't confuse it. Okay. So that's it, na? Today's class is that's it. So you can find out. I will give so many problems as assignment. So now I will give one assignment is I will give the assignment is like, say, no, I will give the assignment. So this is I will give the assignment is what you will give. I will give to find out the deflection at this location. For this point, see na? For this is the beam. What is this is a beam where the maximum bending moment is happening. Bending moment is maximum bending moment is happened at this location of at this location. Okay, maximum bending moment at those location where it is. Where is that location? WL square by m is equal to 0. No? So where it is m? It's not. This is WL square by where it is. So we'll get x. What is that x? This is 3L by 8. Okay, that's it. This 3L by 8 distance. You will get a maximum bending moment. So I assume that that has a maximum deflection point. So just find out that maximum deflection point, maximum deflection at this point. You have to go through like, so area, curvature, moment of this diagram. But you just observe it. This is a triangle. See, this is not a exactly triangle. This is a parabolic nature. So you have to find out where the it is a 3 by 4 of L. Already yesterday discussed it. This is a what? This is a 3 by 8 of this small length. Okay, are understood? Yesterday we discussed where is the center of gravity is acting. So I want to find out the deflection at this location. At this location. Deflection at this location. At this location. 3L by 8. I want to find out the deflection at this location. And also I want to find out the rotation at this location. That is your assignment. That is your assignment. Are understood? And also I will give assignment to this same thing. You want to find out the exact deflection at this point and rotation at this point. Just I am giving just one multiplication is in your example. Just one multiplication. That's it. So I want to find out the deflection at this point and rotation at this point as a fixed values. Just giving W, W, L, W, L. There is no values. Okay. Just find out the deflection at this location, rotation at this location. So, okay. So in this fixed value L by 2, L by 2, find out the deflection under this load and also rotation at this load. Can you calculate? Easily calculated. No problem. This has some. You have to idea where is the center of gravity is acting. That is the only problem. Just check it as this is area we already discussed 1 by 3 of L by, this is 2 by 3 of LB, this is 3 by 4th center of gravity acting, this is 3 by 8th. Yesterday we solved it. So based on that just calculate, find out the moment and what is the value. So okay, so solve it and send me as a message, WhatsApp message. Is it right or wrong? Okay, that's it. Today class is over. Okay. Again one of the class is there, proper cantilevers. So that's it, syllabus is almost over. Proper cantilevers, solve the proper cantilevers and find out the deflections of the proper cantilever. So now you can easily find out the deflection slopes of any points, any type of structure, any type of the loading. You can easily solve it and find out the deflections and slopes. I understand. That's it. But okay, tomorrow also we will solve some of the problems. Next class also we will solve the same cantilevers, some of the different loadings. We solve some of the problems. So day after next class and we will solve the fixed beams. Fixed beams and continuous beams are so many topics are there. Okay, that's it. If you have a doubt, ask me.